An ideal partner in a loving relationship helps us grow as a person and experience life in a more fulfilling and abundant way. A loving relationship is about finding the ideal partner that complements our traits, supports our growth, and understands our deepest needs. So wouldn't it be great to know how to pick the right partner? Stay tuned because we're going to talk about how to do just that. A great love partner can help us reach new heights, but oftentimes we fail to think about what finding an ideal partner means. I mean, don't you want to know what it means to find an ideal partner? Growing up, a lot of us believed that we had to sort of leave love to chance, that somehow that was the right way, that somehow you're just going to stumble onto the right person and finally you'll instantly know what that person looks like and is like. But for most people, the notion of that perfect partner remains an elusive idea. You might have gone through trials and love tribulations, which probably revealed epiphanies from countless heartbreaks. Those epiphanies which now are finally needing to be whittled down so you understand what it means to find that perfect one. So many people that I work with have sort of a reality TV show myth, guy of your dreams standing there with the rose in the hand kind of a thing. Truthfully, do you want your road to love to be left to chance or luck? I know I didn't, because I realized through a lot of experience that the good things in life require preparation, thorough preparation, and finding an ideal partner is one of those things. So getting in touch with your true values and setting deliberate intentions is the key to making this work for you. And it starts by getting to know ourselves better first, to elevate the chances of finding our ideal partner. So are you ready to do that? Then listen carefully, because the tips I'm going to give you are lessons learned through countless studies, experiences, and situations that loving couples have lived through and learned. So the first tip is respect comes before love. This principle is, from my experience, the most important factor in relationship. In a love relationship, when respect disappears, any hope for the relationship vanishes. Because respect is not just a song that Aretha Franklin sings. Similar to how water plays a vital element in life, respect is the determinant factor to love. Love is built on respect. It is the foundation of any relationship, and the lack of it means there isn't a true relationship. Without respect, any form of love erodes very, very quickly. A respectful relationship is considerate, attentive, polite, civil, and thoughtful. The idea embodied in how each partner treats one another, speaks to one another, thinks about one another is critical. It's key. It's crucial to the flow and functioning of the relationship. It's crucial to leading to love or not. Respect, of course, starts with self-respect, which is why we need to choose a partner that has these traits in them themselves. If you end up becoming attracted to a person who doesn't even respect themselves, I'm telling you to give it the red light right now. Because anyone who lacks the basic civility and self-maturity will likely treat their partner in the same way. They'll treat you. You'll end up being treated in the same manner. If you don't end the relationship or insist on respect and make sure that you get it, you could possibly set yourself up for misery in a relationship. A healthy relationship that fosters respect will have the following elements, so you might want to write these down. Number one is integrity and open communication between each other. Next is active, attentive, and empathetic listening. Next, providing space for each other. Next, value one another's emotional feelings and needs. Next is the ability to compromise. The next one, kindness in speech and action. Support for each other through words and actions. And also elevating each other instead of talking down to one another. Forms of disrespect should never be tolerated in a relationship, and you should address them immediately. And in a long-term relationship, respect for each other is truly the covenant that forms the partnership. So, are you ready for the second hugely important tip? That is bringing out the best in each other. So when I went through a divorce and started dating, this is something I had learned that I couldn't live without. I needed someone who would celebrate who I was and all that I could potentially become. And I knew I needed someone who could bring out the best in me, and I wanted to do the same for him. The best relationship is a synergy that cultivates the self-development of each partner. And a fantastic relationship is one where you're not in competition, and instead you cheer each other on. You look for what's good in each other and don't nitpick every little thing that bothers you. So bringing out the best in each other means elevating the qualities that support and foster the qualities like patience, kindness, integrity, self-worth, all of those things, super important. Bringing out the best in each other means being on the same journey together as a partnership in self-development. And when we become the best version of ourselves, we also create a partnership that is long-lasting and very, very fulfilling. And that ideal partnership makes us want to grow into the best version of ourselves, to work on ourselves, to achieve our goals individually and together. So, are you ready for the third tip to choosing the right partner? The third one is you need to be independent. To be independent is to be able to take care of yourself and your own needs. It means becoming a responsible person and really taking complete responsibility for yourself and your actions. Now, the idea suggests that we are accountable for everything that happens to us and that we don't blame anyone else for anything. That's the right thing to do. You are responsible for yourself. You're responsible for your actions. You're responsible for how you think and what you do. And people who refuse to take responsibility for their life or their actions make the most annoying, challenging partners, because it can never be a true partnership if you can't pull your weight and be an adult when it comes to accepting responsibility for yourself, your actions, and your behavior. It gets old fast when someone is not able to do that. Being able to depend on yourself means that you're never a victim. The choices are on you to make, and the repercussions of those choices are also on you to answer. A power couple cannot call themselves a power couple if they're not ready to be strong individually on their own. In love and life, independence just means getting back in touch with our own power to be able to move forward to our destiny. Knowing that the ability to create your life is in your hands and being proactive with your plan to implement and achieve your goals are yours. An independent person is the one who's able to excel in a relationship. And this is really an absolute prerequisite of finding a highly functioning, happy, long-term loving relationship. So, are you ready to move on to number 4? The number 4 tip to choosing and attracting the right partner is to be comfortable in solitude. So enjoying solitude sounds like a little bit of a counterintuitive idea if you're searching for a lifetime partner. But being alone is one of the greatest fears that many people have, whether we face up to it or not. So what you want to remember is that solitude doesn't equate to loneliness. Far from it. Many people mistake solitude with the feeling of being lonely. And if you feel that way, it's probably because you haven't accepted who you are fully, that you're not enjoying the richness of you. Enjoying being alone means cherishing yourself, flaws and everything. Enjoying solitude without anyone's attention or approval, telling you you're great or just making you feel like you're significant, is a really important quality to have. You have to feel good about being by yourself. It has to be fulfilling enough, or you can have the tendency to be needy and to suck someone's energy in a way that erodes the excitement and the passion of the relationship. So start with asking yourself, am I able to feel happy and content when I'm by myself? Do I feel complete inside, or do I need to do some inner work to make sure that I can answer yes to that question? Enjoying our solitude means basically being content with who we are. We feel good when we're content, right? Contentment implies sort of the acceptance of the past and living in the present moment while still feeling excited about the future. It is finding happiness in being independent without any walls to have to lean on all the time. Can you look at that person in the mirror and know that you are enough without anyone else's approval? Because I'm here to tell you, you are enough. Enjoying your own solitude lets you get comfortable standing in your own strength, being self-reliant, and creating that foundation inside of yourself that can and will create an amazing partner of strength and character in a loving relationship. When two people who are strong and complete on their own come together, they make an unstoppable partnership. So, should we move on to the fifth and last tip? Make sure the partner you choose can also be a best friend. Finding that right partner is equivalent to finding a best friend in some ways. A best friend is someone who is a constant in your life and will stand by you through the good times and the bad. And they never waver in their loyalty to help you, to comfort you, and to love you. And it's funny because the most distressed couples I see are the ones who have never felt that they are not just lovers, but best friends. They don't know what that's like. They will tell you, oh no, it's not my best friend. She's not my best friend. I turn to other people to be my best friend. Well, that's not always a good thing, because you have a much higher quality of a relationship if your love of your life is also a best friend or your best friend. It's an important distinction because we often cut so much more slack to our best friends than our love interests or our spouse. A best friend is someone with whom you can be yourself, including showing your quirks, your bad habits, your shortcomings, and they in return don't judge you, but they support you in bettering yourselves as they want you to be the best that you can be. As a best friend, you are able to show your vulnerabilities because you know that they will understand you. They're more forgiving of you because you've built up sort of a secure trust bank that each partner both continually replenishes and reinforces. So best friends are also your best listeners, and they won't judge you, but they'll still call you on your crap because they know you well enough. They've seen you through your best and worst. They know how you can be at your best and your worst, and they love you either way. It's a really good quality to have in your love relationship. Finding a partner that can be your best friend is a foundation of a long-term loving relationship. People marvel at how great mine and my husband's relationship is, and I can honestly tell you a huge factor in it is that we are one another's best friends. Are you and your partner best friends? Write to me in the comments because I want to hear about your relationship. I want to hear your thoughts about this. I want to hear your comments about all of the tips in creating your greatest love relationship. And also, please remember to hit the like button so YouTube can share this with other people who need it. And thanks for being here. Go out and create an amazing day.